millions of tourists who descend on London every year, Buckingham Palace and the Mall are generally top of the list of stops along the way. Clicking pictures with the stoic royal guards is now a common attraction for tourists. But for some Karens, just clicking pictures and moving on isn't enough. They try to mess with the royal guards as well. But things don't always go according to plan for these Karens. So what happens when these entitled Karens try and pick a fight with the royal guard? An actual soldier? Well, it'll go pretty much as you expect, but with hilarious outcomes at the expense of these Karens. Up first, a Karen decided that it was probably safe to get up and close with the King's Guard horse despite the warning sign right next to her. She didn't like what happened next, and neither did the horse for that matter. In footage shared on social media, a woman can be seen standing by a black horse, which has a guard sitting on top, looking decidedly menacing. At first, everything seems fine. She's smiling and having a lovely visit. But things quickly take a dark turn when she tries to get a photo with the guard and his horse. Clearly bored of being treated like a bit of background, the animal snaps, quite literally, lurching at the woman's head. Opening its mouth, the horse takes a huge bite at her hair, much to the woman's displeasure, yanking at her ponytail and swinging her around. Understandably startled by the encounter, she jumps out of her skin. Luckily for her, though, she eventually manages to break free from the horse's grip and scurries away, no doubt incredibly embarrassed by the whole thing. However, it's hard to have much sympathy for her, considering the fact there is a large sign up next to the guard which warns, "Beware, horse may kick or bite. Thank you." But I guess she's learned a very valuable lesson and will be a bit more careful next time. But not this Karen. She tries to be a nuisance and has to be told off. A man who filmed the woman touching the horse several times, despite being told off by the police because of her actions, called her bang out of order. Now that's a maniacal laugh if you've ever heard one. In the 6-minute clip, she can be seen grabbing at the horse's rein, to which the King's Guard snaps at her and yells, "Get off the rein!"
Get off the rein!
There you are, idiot. Well done. Yeah. Hilarious.
After the man filming calls her an idiot, the pair soon trade insults back and forth as she continues to touch the horse despite all the warnings. "Just one time," she tells the officer. However, the man behind the camera clarifies it was actually the second time. "I won't do it again, officer. Sorry about that one. Sorry," she says before the officer walks off.
Provoking. He's getting the police. She's grabbed the reins twice. She's telling the police she's going to do it again.
I won't. Don't worry.
She then proceeds to stroke the horse, which leads to the man chastising her once more. "You are a very rude boy," she responds. The whole situation then plays out like an odd scene in a sitcom. "I'll get a life when you get a brain," he replies, to which she says, "I've got many brains. Thank you very much."
Yeah. And then this man here, very dumb boy, very rude. In fact, he was very, very rude. He was very rude. He was very rude boy. He was very arrogant and rude to a lady. Pardon?
People are posting your name everywhere, you're becoming famous because you're disrespecting this God, no one likes that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I love horses and I love London.
Really do, yeah.
Part of my life.
But
I'm very happy about that. You take care, my boy. And God bless you. You can't shook it. Watch, I'll show you.
She's getting really...
When the woman continues petting and stroking the horse, the man appears to be speaking to someone off camera to share his disgust about the situation. "She's bang out of order," he says. "I didn't want to go too far. She's a woman at the end of the day. But I just can't be having that." She then instructs a child to join her in petting the horse, despite the massive sign warning against potential kicking or biting. "That really is not on," the man says as she kisses the horse's head. She's actually taking the mick. TikTok users have also taken to the comments to discuss the woman's behavior. One person complained, "Can we start a petition to stop the public from touching the horse? I was there a few weeks back and I walked past and that was it." Another social media user joked, "You just know that horse wakes up and dreads gonna work because he knows he's gonna see her." While a third wrote, "More people in the crowd should speak up." It seems like every day there's a video doing that rounds that shows exactly why you should never mess with a Kingsguard horse. The powerful animals are a target for tourists who head down to Buckingham Palace during a trip to the capital. However, one woman's visit didn't go exactly according to plan when she got a little handsy with one of the Royal Guard's horses. In a video posted on TikTok, a group of friends can be seen posing for photos along the Royal Guard's parade. At first, nothing seems to be the matter. They take a few pictures and then move away. But things take a turn when two women approach the horse. As the clip goes on, the pair try to pose for their snaps, with the horse nuzzling into the woman wearing a white and blue coat, bumping her a couple of times. Clearly not pleased by this at all, she slaps the horse on its nose a few times to get it to stop.
Just stuck in the house. She hit the horse 3 times.
Spotting this, the guard screams at her to get back, causing the woman to jump out of her skin and step away from the horse. Another guard then races over and the group quickly moves away, with armed police coming over to tell people to leave.
Stop your club!
Haceroslo mirar, que sois como el puto culo. Mari, estimo de botar a mitad. Me viene la espalda ese, me tengo un puño. ¿Verdad que tensión?
Did you see that she slapped the horse 3 times?
Since the video was shared, it has been viewed countless times, sparking quite a debate. "People need to remember that they're not an actual tourist attraction," wrote one. "They have a job and it's real. Winds me up so much." Another chipped in, "These people are so disrespectful. Putting aside the fact that they are working horses, and you probably shouldn't be sticking your hands next to the mouth of any horse unless you're happy to be bitten, there are also rules protecting these specific horses. Why can't people read the warnings and leave the poor horse alone?" In another incident, Kingsguard shouts at a Karen who repeatedly grabs hold of a horse's reins.
Get off the road! Get off!
The TikTok, uploaded by the King's Horse UK, was captioned, "Get off the reins." In the video, just under a minute long, a tourist can be seen getting close to the King's Guard and the horse he was sitting on top of.
Come on, let's go.
Get off the road! Get off!
As the young woman poses for a picture next to the iconic British setting, she reaches out to grab the horse's reins. The King's Guard can be seen pulling the reins away from her as he shouts, "Get off the reins!"
Get off the road!
Smiling and momentarily stepping back, the tourist then goes back to assume her position and takes a hold of the reins again. Repeating his initial order, the King's Guard reaffirms, "Get off!" Another woman then pulled her away as the two left the scene. The video has since amassed a staggering 5.8 million views, over 543k likes, and thousands upon thousands of comments. It's fair to say that people couldn't wait to weigh in on the matter. Many were outraged that the tourist continued to grab the horse's reins even after being told off once before. "Why the heck did she touch them again?" asked one TikTok user. Another echoed a similar annoyance. "The fact that she did it again." Others even went as far as to call the woman's actions childlike. "She reacted just like my 4-year-old son when I told him not to do something." "This infuriates me," a fourth commented, "that people cannot listen and act like a bunch of children." Others, however, came to the woman's defense and tried to look for a logical reason as to why she would have ignored the King's Guard's orders. One TikTok user wrote, "I think she maybe didn't speak English too well and didn't understand what reins are." "I get that not everyone speaks English," another responded. "But what else could she think the shouty man was referring to?" Others took a more balanced approach and saw issues with both parties. One person noted, 1. Why does he have to scream that loud? 2. Why did she still try to do it? Also, picking up on the loudness of the King's Guard's shout, a final TikTok user jokes, "The horse is like, excuse me, sir, that's right in my damn ear." There are rules for the soldiers who make up the King's Guard, but also rules for people who want to get close to them and their steeds, chief among them seemingly being, leave them alone as much as possible. There's even a sign warning you that they might bite or kick if you need further advice. Don't touch them if you can avoid it. They're not props, nor are they actors. They're actual honest-to-God horses. And like all horses, you just might get a nip on the hand for your troubles. This brings us to the end of our video. Hopefully, these Karens would know better than to mess with the royal guards or their steeds. But them being Karens, I'm not pinning much hope. Well, if it means others can learn a lesson at their expense, that works too, right? So that's it for today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and also subscribe for more hilarious content. Till next time, take care and read the warnings.